The Oklahoma Sooners had another devastating injury.
You are Locked On Sooners, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma Sooners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
So, Jay, Kendall Dolby, he suffered the dislocated ankle and was confirmed by Brent Venables that he will be out for the season. Just another devastating blow to the Oklahoma Sooners. This time, though, on the defensive side of the ball, Kendall Dolby, man, he's been nothing but a baller since he showed up to Norman.
He was my favorite pickup in that class, especially as a JUCO player. Like, when I watched his tape, I was like, oh, no, he likes to hit at his size. He likes to hit, comes from NEO. He likes to hustle. And I am so glad that we were to get him in Miami, Oklahoma, go up the road and say, come on down a little bit further. I mean, he's our one of our 4 Ohio kids that have all come here and have shown out. And so seeing that injury, I was just like,
just unlucky.
Because that's all it was. And I love Venables' response to a question from someone in media about that, asking, what do you do about these injuries? It's like, what, a guy that goes in for a tackle and somebody falls on him? What am I supposed to do about that? Like, how do I answer that question? Because you can't, right? Like,
sumo suits. You put everybody in sumo suits.
Yeah, just put them in sumo suits, put them in bubble wrap. Don't let them play. No, but Kendall was always in the mix. You saw him always in there going for tackles. You didn't see him run from anything. He would hit. He would break up passes. He did it all, right? And he loved to blitz. Saddened me seeing that because I think he was one of the hearts, the heartbeats of that defense, man. Everyone just loved him on the team and loved the way his play style. It's going to be missed for real.
Yeah, it's a huge loss. I mean, the guy was a starter for your defense. He was one of the best players on the defense. And I think you hit the nail on the head that what he meant emotionally, mentally, psychologically for this defense, I think it was key. You saw him take over in the second half of the season last year at Cheetah and held on to it. He proved that he was the best option at Cheetah over the course of the second half of 2023, through the spring, through fall camp, through the early part of 2024. And now you don't have him. And it's definitely going to create some ripple effects on the defense. Who do you think gets the first opportunity to start at Cheetah for the Sooners?
Oh, it's definitely Omosigho. He's the one that went in initially. I think that position is built for him, right? He does well in coverage. He's gotten better at coverage, to put it that way. And he likes to blitz and hit as well. So I'm sensing it's going to be him. It definitely should be him. So I anticipate it's going to be Omosigho. You'll probably see a rotation of some Peyton Bowen there, right? Especially if you're going to go into a 3 safety set. And I mean, maybe some Reggie Powers, the third, as long as he gets, he's good and healthy. I can totally see those 3 being your options, but I think Sammy is going to be your starter.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Sammy. You got to get him out there, and I think he's going to play a lot. You're going to kind of get trial by fire a little bit, and then you'll see other guys rotate in. Woody Washington's played a little bit at Cheetah as well. I think he's mostly your third and long coverage Cheetah. You're not asking him to be your first and second down, go play the run Cheetah, though. I think there's a chance probably when Deshaun McCullough gets back that he moonlights over there, even though they moved him to weak side linebacker this offseason. I bet they'll utilize him over there as well. I could see a guy like Lewis Carter getting some opportunities to get into the mix because, the 2 inside backer positions are really deep with Danny Stutzman and Kobe McKenzie and Kip Lewis, Jaron Kanik a little bit as well. You can afford maybe to give Lewis Carter some run over there because we know the guy can run. He can hit. He's super athletic. I think it wouldn't surprise me to see him get some snaps at that spot either. The Oklahoma Sooners dropped a bunch in the polls, 5 spots actually in both the AP and the USA Today coaches poll, from number 13 to 18 in the USA Today coaches poll and from 16 to 21 in the AP top 25. Not surprising.
I think the thing that surprised me is that we're still in the top 25.
Yeah.
I'm going to be absolutely honest. Just as bad as we looked offensively, I figured we would get punished more. That's very surprising that we're actually still, like, the coaches still have us at 18, right? And then the AP has us at 21. I would have thought that we would have been pushed all the way down to like 26, right? Being just outside of it, even though you only went one loss and we lost to the number 5 team in the country. I would have not thought that was number 6 at the time, but I would have never thought that we would have stayed that just in this range, right? In the mid 20 range. Like even ESPN's football power index has us right at like 17. And it's like, that just does not sound right for how the performance was on this team. So, but yeah. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
We should be, now we got to do is keep proving ourselves. And if we show a better product, I think on offense, and the defense keeps doing the same product that we're getting now, I could totally see us maintaining a ranking for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they just got to find some consistency offensively. You mentioned, the football power index for ESPN, still in the top 20 there. What's fascinating is you go look at the ESPN matchup predictor, which gives win probabilities for each game the rest of the season based on the simulations that they run and all the new information that they have this year. Oklahoma's gone from, in the preseason, what was a 9-3 projection by the ESPN matchup predictor to now 6-6. So lost a lot of win probability points in a lot of games. Actually, the one game where they did gain some probability points, Missouri, because Missouri had to go to double overtime against Vanderbilt. So, interesting. But you're looking at a tough slate the rest of the way. And man, I did not think this offense was going to be this bad through 4 games of the season. Hopefully Michael Hawkins gives you enough of a spark that you can find something more consistent, because the defense is ready to roll. The defense is good to go. And I thought that they would be much better and probably a top 25 defense this year. They're exceeding my expectations for what they could be.
John, ESPN's defensive efficiency ranking has us number 10.
You go back to the start of that game, dude, they were balling out against Tennessee.
And Tennessee's number 1.
Balling out. Like,
it's bananas that we're ranked number 10 in defense efficiency, 112th in offense. Of course, that's the reason why. Our offense is so bad, it drops us to 56th overall. So but bad. If we finish with a top 10 defense, I'm going to be so mad that this offense wasted and squandered it. Mm-hmm. We've got to figure it out.
Yeah,
we got to figure it out. And right now, it's in your lap, Michael Hawkins. Please show us that you can do just enough so that this defense can continue to be top 10 and our offense can go out there and put enough points up to win. I don't care if we win every game by 3 points moving forward.
Just win, baby.
Just don't waste the gifts that the defense gives you. Yep. 3-0 every game. I'm happy.
That's right. That's right. Just do what it takes. Nothing more, nothing less. Just do what the game is asking you to do. I don't care if we have a 300-yard passing game at all this year. I don't care if we score another offensive touchdown. If you win playing Iowa Hawkeye football, as much as I've dogged on Iowa over the last few years, play Iowa Hawkeyes football and go win. That's all that really matters. And Michael Hawkins has a grand opportunity to cement himself as the Oklahoma Sooners starting quarterback this Saturday afternoon against the Auburn Tigers. We will get you ready for that game. We'll have our crossover with Zach Blackerby of Locked On Auburn. We're going to talk with Max Chadwick of Pro Football Focus later in the week as well to get his take on what is up with Oklahoma's offense, in particular the run game. My gosh. And so we can't wait to dissect that and break it all down for you. We'll have our predictions and keys to the game later in the week as well. So make sure you're tuned in and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're free and available on all platforms and on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to let you know when new episodes drop. Follow Jay at Unfair Sports. Myself is at John 9 Williams. The show is at Locked On Sooners on all the social media profiles, platforms. So go hit the follow button over there. But until next time, he's Jay Smith. I'm John Williams. We'll catch you then. Boomer.
Sooner.